Hello there and a warm welcome to Superscreen's News at 6, broadcasting to you live from Lagos. I am Adinike Owoye Ajiboye. President Muhammadu Buhari has signed the Not Too Young to Run bill into law. The bill was signed into law at the council chambers of the presidential villa Abuja 2 days after he promised to do so. The law reduces the age qualification for president from 40 to 30, governor from 35 to 30, or senator from 35 years to 30. House of Representatives membership is also reduced from 30 to 25, and State House of Assembly membership from 30 to 25. You will recall that the National Assembly had passed the bill last year, altering the Constitution to reduce the constitutional age requisition for President, Governor, House of Reps, and State House of Assembly membership. National Security Advisor Babagana Mongono has appeared before the Senate over proliferation of arms in the country. Mongono, who briefed the Senate over the state of insecurity in Nigeria, said the meeting ordered for an increase in funding for the country's security apparatus.
The Senate at a closed committee of the whole received brief from the National Security Advisor on the proliferation of dangerous firearms, spate of killings by terrorists and kidnapping of hoodlums across this country. He answered questions from distinguished senators bordering on security insurgents, terrorism, kidnapping, coordination of the security agencies, and in general killings in the country. Thereafter, we directed that he submits a funding request similar to other head of security agencies that had come before us, and also submit consideration for where relevant amendments to existing laws involving security agencies needs consideration.
Senate President Bukola Saraki speaking there. Now still staying with the Senate, Senator representing Kogi West, Dino Melaye, has asked President Muhammadu Buhari to apologize to the National Assembly over what he described as an insult to its members. Melaye, who was reacting on the president's comment about the lawmakers, said the president claimed he does not know what many of the legislators are doing in the House. He, however, claimed the statement issued by the President to the National Assembly is demeaning and thus demanded an apology.
Last week, the President in the presidential villa, while addressing a delegation of the Buhari campaign organization, said he doesn't know what we are doing in the National Assembly. He said that some of us have been in the National Assembly for over 10 years and we have nothing to show for it. And I felt this statement, Mr. President, is not only unpresidential, but it's an assault on my person and the institution of the National Assembly, where I am proudly a member. Mr. President, such derogatory statements and insult on the National Assembly should not be allowed to go unnoticed. So I want to say that the National Assembly has been carrying out our functions in accordance to the provisions of the 1999 Constitution and all our extant laws. So I want to call that Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari for using this unparliamentary, unpresidential, unconstitutional language in the National Assembly, apologize to the National Assembly. I call on him to apologize to the National Assembly for using such a language, and that is where most of the appointees draw their inspiration from. That is why they disregard this National Assembly and even refuse to accept summons.
Melaye said the Controller General is a rank and that any occupant of the office should be in uniform regardless of their status.
We must also, as an institution, take a decision where heads of parastatals, ministries and agencies of government will continue to involve themselves in politics when by their calling, by their oath of office, they are not supposed to. Finally, I repeat again, the Nigerian Customs is a paramilitary organization. The Controller General of Customs is a rank. If he were wearing his uniform like I proposed earlier, he wouldn't have led the Buhari organization to meet with the president. So we must discourage such acts before we begin to see the Chief of Air Staff calling the slogan of a political party.
Well, Senator representing Kogi West, Dino Malai, is speaking there. And now moving on to Ekiti State, the former Minister of Mines and Steel Development, Kayode Fayemi, is expected to arrive Ekiti State tomorrow for the commencement of his campaign. Fayemi, who resigned as Minister on Wednesday, is the All Progressives Congress APC candidate in the July 14 governorship election in Ekiti State. In a statement issued today by Fayemi Campaign Office and signed by Wole Olujobi, the former minister will be received at the Akure Airport by party leaders for the onward journey to Ekiti. The former governor will also stop at the party secretariat in Ado Ekiti and other designated places in the state capital to address the people before traveling to Ishan for a reception that will herald the commencement of his campaign for the poll. Nigerian citizens have continued to reflect on the state of Nigeria's democracy. A cross-section of respondents who spoke to Superscreen on the nation's state of democracy expressed the satisfaction. They were, however, quick to urge the present administration to make efforts at improving every sector of the economy.
The charismatic wartime president of the United States of America, Abraham Lincoln, defined democracy as the government of the people, by the people and for the people. But democracy, as rightly defined, is the system of government by the whole population or all the eligible vote members of the state, typically through elected representatives. As Nigerians celebrate its 19th Democracy Day, citizens appear not to be satisfied with the nation's state of democracy, especially as it concerns the living standards.
I won't say I'm rather satisfied, nor every other citizen in this country, because people find things difficult to do, to achieve things. Even for some people to feed 3 square meals is very difficult. It's only the lucky ones. Although the current government may say they are trying, but to some extent it's not translating to what the majority of the citizens really wanted. We have to maintain the democracy regime, but our leaders just have to do more to put things right.
For the past 19 years that we started this democracy, so much has been achieved and so much are yet to be achieved. There is room for us to improve even far beyond what we are currently doing. In terms of the dividend of democracy, I believe that government can still do much better to give us better welfare, better security, better way of living, so that the common man will be able to enjoy the dividend of democracy.
With 19 years of unbroken democracy, Nigerian citizens believe more needs to be achieved from different sectors of the nation.
All areas, all sectors of the economy in the country, like the power, the oil sector also, and every other sectors, they just have to improve everything and be sincere to all Nigerian citizens.
Talk of agriculture, talk of the educational sector. I was in a meeting this morning. We're talking about the educational sector of Nigeria. It's nothing to write home about. The way the teachers are being treated, the way schools are being left without help, let me just put it like that, from the government. And if you look at it these days, even people are not even waiting for the government just to make things happen for themselves.
Security, agriculture, because if our agriculture is good, or we can allow food to enter, at least we can eat food.
Improvement can start in virtually every aspect of our economy. For example, in terms of agriculture, the food that we are getting in Nigeria should be more cheaper so that the poverty level can be reduced.
They equally gave their advice to the federal government under President Muhammadu Buhari.
The only candid advice one can give to our federal government is to be sincere, to be transparent. Whatever they say they will do, they should do it. People should not just go there, occupy the seat, embezzle money, chasing themselves here and there every day. Nothing is being done. They should just take action, do what they want to do.
If there's anything I would advise the government to do, I think they travel, they go out of this country and they see how things are done. They should just bring it in, implement it here. We'll be fine.
Anybody that eats 3 times a day, we forgot some certain things. But whereby you didn't eat, what are you going to plan? Nothing is moving. So I'm telling them if there's a way they can do things so that we can be able to enjoy.
Expectations are high that under this dispensation, when Nigerians will be celebrating our 20th Democracy Day, more would have been achieved for Nigerians to stand successful among nations that have grown under democratic system of government.
The Nigeria Association of Resident Doctors, NARD, says it cannot guarantee industrial harmony after a scheduled meeting on June 2nd. The NARD Publicity and Social Secretary, Kaduna State Branch, Ugochukwu Eze, disclosed this to journalists today in Kaduna. He said the 21 days grace handed over to the federal government to resolve all lingering issues as well as the recalling of its members sacked by the Jos University Teaching Hospital elapsed on Thursday, May 31. The National Industrial Court sitting in Sokoto has ordered the immediate reinstatement of SAT State Auditor General Sambo Nawawi and payment of all his entitlements. Nawawi had filed a suit challenging his wrongful premature retirement before reaching the statutory 60-year retirement age in accordance to legal provisions for Auditor General. The judge in his ruling held that the Constitution has made specific terms of retirement for office of the Auditor General. The judge said specific lawful provisions cannot be altered with general provisions, adding that laws are not ambiguous. You're still watching Superscreen News at 6. We'll take a short break here, and when we return, we'll bring you business news to stay.
Before they come, they're supposed to, give us some information, notice, at least maybe a week or so. There was nothing like that.
Hunger is everywhere in Nigeria. People are dying every day, but Nigerian government are keeping quiet. Housemen are killing people. Why?
It's not what we expected because of these old men that are leading us, and you people know, you are aware that these people are not the right people to lead us. These kind of people that are leading us here are people of black mind. They just care about themselves and their family.
You are affecting my village. Let me use if I call it useless, I'm not a mistake. The other place where they build a shop, call it plaza. Each shop they are 4 million naira. So I don't have the money, so I have to leave. If you plan to get a tribal mark, it takes a lot of pain, but after some time, you enjoy it. No, we experience hold up now during the construction time. Then after some time, we start enjoying it.
The way they are doing the construction is too slow. It's too slow. The construction is too slow. They should stop the construction and make sure people go into their businesses and do their businesses.
One more thing to stay with us now in business world. The Senate has confirmed 4 out of 5 nominees sent by President Muhammadu Buhari as non-executive directors of the board of a Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, to the National Assembly. Chairman of the Committee on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Institutions, Senator Rafi Ibrahim, said the committee has duly screened the nominees. Ibrahim noted that the committee was inundated with petitions against the fifth nominees, Dr. Abdul Abubakar, saying he has not been cleared. In his remarks, Senate President Bukola Saraki charged the newly confirmed non-executive directors of the Board of Central Bank of Nigeria to work towards upliftment of the nation's economy.
The Senate and the Committee of the Whole considered the report of the Committee on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Institutions and other on the screening of the Mr. President nominees for appointment as non-executive director for the Board of Central Bank of Nigeria, and approved the nomination of 1. Professor Umu Ahmed Jalingo, Professor Justina Indenachukwu, Professor Mike Obadan, and Adela Adetunji as non-executive director of the Board of Central Bank. Nomination of Mr. Abdul Abubakar referred to the committee for further legislative action. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in the Committee of the Whole?
The Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, FAN, says that in a bid to avoid the re-emergence of the dreaded Ebola disease, it has detected and picked over 95% of travelers who had high fever as they traveled through the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. The head of medical, FAN, Adamu, discussed this during a media tour of the Abuja airport, where passengers and crew members on board Emirates Airlines, including the Minister of State for Aviation, Hadi Sirika, was screened with the terminal camera and hand temperature detector. Adamu said in conjunction with other agencies of government at the airport, it has established a public health emergency contingency plan at the NIRA and other key international airports in the country in order to effectively guard against the disease. And that's it in business news. We'll take another short break for more news after this time out from the foreign scene and in sports. Join us again.